Hi, it's Pat Kirpin from Cohesive Networks, and this is just a real quick look of something that I like about our solution VNS Cubed. If you've never seen a VNS Cubed application security controller before, it's a cloud-based network controller that lets you create networks to, through, and across the clouds. And in this case, what I have is I have a 12-way mesh. It actually could be bigger, but I don't have some of the controllers up. So in this case, I have 12 of the controllers up. Here I'm just running them all in one Amazon VPC just for convenience sake, but these could be private IPs across VPC peering links for a purely private distribution, or it could be peered using public IPs so that you can connect multiple regions or multiple VPCs very easily to each other in a full mesh transitive network. And one of the features of VNS Cubed is machine-to-machine VPN. I mean, it's like people VPN because people move all around. In this case, it's machine-to-machine VPN because in the cloud, our devices move all around. I only have a couple devices connected here at the moment. I see my virtual network, right? So I'm running in a 10.00 something network. But with VNS Cubed, we created, in this case, a set of public IPs. Encrypted addresses available to be distributed throughout the clouds connected to VNS Cube controllers, all able to reach each other in an encrypted mesh. So this key state synchronization is the thing that I want to show because it's such an important thing that if you make a change to the key state or key capabilities in one controller, you want that replicated to the other controllers. If I were to disconnect one of these clients, obviously it would show up in other that it was disconnected everywhere. If we click here on the status page, we scroll down, we see connected clients are, sorry for the jump there, they're connected to controller 3. They have these addresses and then these actual addresses in the VPC. I also have a connection to a faux ASR. It's actually another VNS Cubed across the internet. Across the VPC peering link into another completely different address space. So here, though, what I'm showing is when I go to my client packs page, which is the page for managing my encrypted addresses, I see the connection state if I'm on controller 1. For the use case, I have a naming convention here for the different parts of the topology, P1, A1 through 4, etc. So if I look at my client's packs page here, I also see that those are connected, and I see the same state in terms of what's enabled, what's disabled, tags. If I regenerate a cryptographic key on one of the controllers, it's distributed to the other controllers. It's not an end phase commit or anything like that, so using the API, what you do is you choose a primary controller for doing these operations, and then they're replicated to the other controllers. But here we'll just do it quickly with the user interface. Really simple thing, but powerful as you use it in practice for machine-to-machine VPN in the cloud. I'm going to just go here, and I note that this client pack 132.8 is not enabled. I'm going to enable it, and I'm going to give it a tag, a name tag, because then if you give it a name tag, it shows up on the status page with that name. So it's an easy way to get the different roles a different address plays or device plays in your network easily seen on the status page. So I put in that tag. Because this is now enabled, it shows up in white as opposed to gray. Enabled, it's not checked out. You can mark something as checked out so that some subsequent automation operation doesn't take the address via the API. And if I just go wander down the path and hit refresh here, what I see is that that state has been in, second or two replicated to all the other controllers in the environment. This is especially important when you then effectively disable a client pack, and then it prevents that address from being used throughout your topology. Or you could do something like regenerate the cryptographic key, so now it's disabled, and you're sure that if you haven't distributed that credential to anyone, it can't be used to connect. So that's pretty much it. Just there's a lot of things you can do with VNS Cubed, but client pack key state synchronization for your machine-to-machine VPN spread across the clouds is one of them, and it's one of the things I like about VNS Cubed. Thanks.